Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through my 2021 goals. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but 2021 crept up on me and I was not prepared at all. Hence why this video is coming out at the end of January. I wasn't ready. I didn't have any plans. I didn't have any goals for 2021 once January 1st hit. It was just like, oh snaps, it's 2021, y'all. So that's what we're dealing with here. I'm ready now to talk through some of my reading goals that I have, as well as some of the goals that I have for my channel in the year 2021. I am super excited to share these with y'all, and I need y'all to hold me accountable for these things, because me holding myself accountable to the things that I tell myself I'm gonna do, that just doesn't happen. So that's why I have y'all here, my lovely subscribers, to check in on me throughout the year and be like, hey Kristen, are you following through on these goals that you talked about way back in January? But before we get into these goals, if you're not already, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so that you're notified every time that I upload a video. Okay, so starting off with what my reading goal is for 2021, my goal is to read 75 books this year, which I think is very doable. At the time of me filming this video, I have already read 6 books and I'm 1 book ahead of schedule according to Goodreads. So far so good in terms of hitting that 75 book goal. But honestly, I want to read 100 books this year. That's just a nice number, 100 books. I just feel like I would be achieving some huge goal. If I manage to read 100 books this year, I'll just have to give myself some slaps on the back, because wow. In 2020, I read a total of 57 books, which is already my best reading year yet. And so 75 already put me higher than that. But 100 will just make me feel like that girl, like you can't sit with me, you can't touch me, all that kind of stuff. So the real goal is 100 books. But also, y'all know my sis Jaleesa, right? From Bounded and Bookmarked. I put a lovely picture of her right here. Another goal of mine, the real goal, I know I've already said that my real goal is to read 100 books. But the real goal is to read more books than Jaleesa. So we happen to both want to read 75 books this year. So I guess I gotta read at least 76 to beat her, because I'm not losing. Now, that might be a weird goal to some people. So let me give you some backstory. One day on a live show, me and Jaleesa were doing our usual bickering with each other. And it came up about the number of books that we read in the year of 2020. All I remember from that is that she said she read more pages than I did, even though I read more books than she did in 2020. So we scurried on over to Goodreads to check our page counts, and I definitely read more pages than her. So she was feeling a little, I don't know, salty, hurt. I don't know what she was feeling. But from then on, we just created this competition between the two of us, a friendly competition. A competition nonetheless, to see who reads the most books this year and who reads the most pages this year. But yeah, this is a really real competition between the two of us, a friendly competition. But nonetheless, it's a competition that I'm gonna win and I'm gonna beat her. I just wanted to give y'all some context to this story so you're not out here confused and we're all on one page. Okay, so goal number 2 that I have is to get through these series that I'm in the middle of, okay? There are so many series that I read the first installments and just haven't finished the series. So in 2021, I definitely want to focus on finishing series that I have started and trying my hardest to not start as many series unless I'm also finishing some series. So then I open more room, start a new series, if that makes sense. For example, I have read the 5th season but haven't finished that trilogy. I have read The Diviners but have not finished that series either. I'm in the middle of reading The Mortal Instruments. I'm on book 3 in that one. So there's just so many series that I have started either last year or 2 years ago, and just for whatever reason never picked up the other books. I still need to read Crooked Kingdom for 6 of Crows, the last book in The Cruel Prince. Like, I could go on about all the books that I need to finish reading, because there's so many series that I'm in the middle of that I'm just itching to figure out what happens next. And I'm just not allowing myself that joy to continue the series and to continue reading about these characters and their journeys that they're going on. So I think it's going to be good for me to be more intentional with the books that I'm reading and not just to pick up a book and say that I'm going to read it for whatever reason. but that there is a reason attached to me reading the books that I'm reading in 2021, if possible. Goal number 3 is going to be to focus on the books that I own. In 2020, I happened to acquire a lot of books, whether that was from me, from friends, from family, because I started my booktube channel and I really got into reading last year. So I was just addicted to buying book after book and building my book collection here. So I now own a lot of books that are unread. I just have not read them yet. I bought them and they just have been sitting on the shelf looking real cute, I must say, but unread. So I want to change that. I want to focus a lot of time on reading the books that I own and trying to buy less books than I did last year. Some of y'all may be like, wait, Kristen, I know you just bought Amari and the Night Brothers. I know you bought Concrete Rose. I know you bought A Quarter Mist of Fury this year already. And listen, you're not wrong. I have bought a few books this year already, but this is where I talk about the exception to this rule or to this goal. I am allowed to purchase new releases. So Concrete Rose and Amari and the Night Brothers are okay because they were released in 2021. And so I definitely want to stay current with the new releases that are coming out. And so those are definitely books that I will be purchasing throughout the year. And if we go back to my prior goal of finishing series that I've started, then yes, I'm going to have to continue to purchase the books in the series that I have started in order to finish them, because I don't necessarily own all of the books within a series. I might have the first one or the first two and will be buying the books as I read them. So those purchases will be okay as well. But I'm just talking about those random purchases when somebody's talking about a book and I'm just like, that sounds great. I want to buy that book. And then I'll like go on Amazon or I'll go to Barnes & Nobles or something and just buy the book just cause. Those are the purchases that I want to minimize this year. And again, just be more intentional with the books that I'm not only reading, but that I am buying and acquiring. My last reading goal is going to be to read more diversely. I feel like this is going to be one of those goals that I have every year because you can always read more diversely. You can always do more. So I definitely just want to be intentional with that as well and put it in this video so that I'm aware that it's written down, that it's, in this video, just so that I can make sure it gets done. I will say that I do read a lot of books by Black authors, which makes sense. I am a Black woman and I love reading the books by people who look like me and look like my family members. So I feel like I'm doing just fine in that one. But in terms of the other races, I want to read more books by Latinx authors, more books by Asian authors, more books by Indigenous authors this year. And so that's just something I'm going to keep in mind when I'm creating my TBRs for the month and thinking about the books that I need to get read this year. I'm just very excited for what this year is going to bring, what new authors I'm going to discover, what new books are going to become favorites of mine this year, because I'm expanding my palette and reading books by any and everybody. Now for my channel goals, I do have a few things on my mind that I want to see come to fruition this year in 2021. This year will of course bring my 1-year booktube anniversary. And so that's exciting. And I just want to be able to look back into my first year of booktube and be proud of the work and the content that I am putting out. So yeah, we got a couple of things that I want to do this year to ensure that that happens. First, I just want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for 1,000 subscribers. I was shook that I hit it within this first year of making this booktube channel. I just didn't think that many people were firstly interested in listening to people talk about books, which is why I was so shook when I even discovered booktube in the first place. I said, what? There is a whole community of people who just make videos and chat with each other about books and the type of books that I actually like to read. So again, I just want to say thank y'all so much for your support. And with that being said, in terms of like a subscriber count that I would like to see by the end of 2021, I'll say 3,000 subscribers. You never know how many subscribers you're going to get in a day, in a week, in a month. It depends. Definitely subscriber count is not something that I am looking at that hard, but if I had to give y'all a number about where I would like to see my channel by the end of 2021, I would say 3K. That would be amazing, because if I had 3,000 people watching these videos, that would just blow my mind. So yeah, that's like my one and only numbers goal for the year, besides the number of books that I want to read in the year, of course, but in terms of my channel. Another goal that I have for my channel is to host more reading sprints here on Books and More with Kristen G. I have definitely noticed that y'all enjoy reading sprints, and honestly, it's my pleasure to host the reading sprints for you guys, whether that's on my channel or on Mel, Jaleesa, or Christine Queen's channels. We all collectively really do enjoy hosting reading sprints for y'all. And so that's definitely something that I want to continue throughout the year, is giving y'all reading sprints at least once a week on my channel if my schedule allots. These past 2 weeks, I have done sprints on Sunday morning, and I feel like that's a time and a day that works for a lot of y'all. So definitely when I do not have work or other things planned for that day, I will be continuing to do Sunday morning sprints. I definitely think that the reason why I've already read 6 books this year is definitely these reading sprints that we've been hosting this year so far. We've been just sprinting, and so I've been reading a lot more than I have in prior months and prior years. So I definitely see the benefit for them, which is another reason why I do not have any problems with continuing to host them. Now, reading vlogs are definitely some of my favorite videos to watch on BookTube, as well as some of my favorite videos to record. So in 2021, I definitely want to do a lot more reading vlogs. I don't know if I'm at the level to do a weekly reading vlog, but I'm thinking a reading vlog at least once or twice a month, whether that's a week-long vlog or a book-specific reading vlog. It'll depend on the month. Some themed reading vlogs too, like read books that fit a specific topic or a theme or something, and do a reading vlog that pertains to that. So there's definitely a lot of ideas that I have in my mind in terms of which types of reading vlogs I can do and that I want to do. A couple of weeks ago, I uploaded my very first bullet journal video on this channel, which shocked me because I really didn't think I was ever going to upload any journaling content, and I was going to leave that to the professional bullet journalist. I just didn't think that my bullet journals were looking good. But I was encouraged by my lovely friends and just by seeing how many people are uploading their reading bullet journals this year. So I was like, you know what? I bullet journal, so why not add that and make some more content for my channel as well and be able to show another passion of mine, bullet journaling. So my plan with that is to definitely upload monthly videos, the plan with me videos. Setting up my journal for the month every month is what I want to do. So that's another goal of mine, is to not only keep up with my reading journal and my bullet journal, but to make sure that I am planning ahead and uploading these plan with me's within like the first couple of days of the month. And then another goal of mine that I have is I really want to caption all of my videos that I'm uploading. If I'm not able to caption the video in time for the upload, then I definitely want to make sure that I'm going back when I have time and putting captions on my videos, because I just want to be inclusive and encourage any and everybody to watch my videos and that they're comfortable and feel like they're welcome here on my channel. I want to make my videos as accessible as I can and put some captions on my videos, because we all know that the auto-generated captions sometimes have a lot of errors in them, especially when we're saying the names of book titles and book characters and things, like they get it wrong. But I want to make sure that I get it right for y'all. So definitely want to be able to caption all of my videos. I'm kind of already failing at the goal of captioning my videos because I think 2 videos that I've uploaded this year so far are not captioned, and I'm aware, but it's definitely something I'm going to work on this week because we're out here following the goals we set for ourselves. So no worries, I will be captioning all of my videos. I'm confident that I'll be able to keep up with it. Okay, so this next goal is not necessarily a reading or a channel goal, but I still wanted to kind of talk about it here, and so that's what I'm gonna do. But for several years, pretty much since I was a child, I have told myself that I wanted to be an author. But the issue with that is I've never taken any writing classes, and I just don't feel experienced enough in writing to write something myself. So this year I will be taking some writing courses, some reading courses. I'm super excited about it. So I definitely want to do a lot more writing this year so that I can stop saying that I want to be an author and want to publish something eventually, but actually start working towards that goal of mine and exploring that passion of mine. So maybe I'll do like some writing content on this channel as well, like some writing vlogs, or if I'm doing a week-long reading vlog, I'll throw in some writing stuff, talk about the classes I'm taking and all that fun stuff. So I'm super excited to explore that and share that part of me as well with y'all. So we got the books, we got the bullet journaling, and we're gonna have the writing content, which brings me to the medical spotlights, or just the medicine aspect of my channel, because Books and More with Kristen G, it's medicine. Medical school is the thing I want to do, but also a master's in public health sounds sounds really interesting to me. So I'm figuring it all out. And so I'm definitely going to bring back some health and medicine content on this channel as well, whether that's my medical spotlights that I did a couple of last year or in some other shape or form. Not really sure about that, but I definitely have not forgotten about that part of my channel, and it will be making a reappearance in 2021. Yeah, those are my reading and my channel goals for 2021. I'm always an ambitious person, so that's why I have a lot of goals for myself this year, but I'm feeling really good, really confident in myself and my abilities to complete all of these goals. So I'm just very excited to see what 2021 brings for me in terms of my reading, in terms of this booktube channel, in terms of the relationships that I'm going to continue to build with y'all, my subscribers, through the reading sprint and through DMs on Twitter and all that good stuff. It's just been such a great experience. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you're ready to embark on this journey of 2021 with me. Remember that I need y'all to hold me accountable for all these things that I have talked about in this video. If you see me slacking in something, please hit me up and let me know that I'm slacking, because I'm gonna get it together. Because sometimes you just need to know that somebody's looking out for you and that they care about you and what you have going on in life. If you want to reach out and talk about goals that you have for this year, please feel free to. Matter of fact, like, please drop 1 or 2 goals that you have for yourself down below in the comments, and we can all do a check-in with each other throughout the year, because I want this channel to be a family, you know? So never be afraid to reach out to me, to reach out to each other, to talk about books, to talk about goals, talk about life, whatever it is. That's just the type of energy that I want running around here on this channel. I would love to know what goals you have for yourself this year. If you made it to the end of this video, please comment the check mark emoji, because we're gonna get things checked off this year in terms of our goals that we have for our reading, our personal lives, our channel lives, all that good stuff. We're gonna get stuff done. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel down below and that the notification bell is turned on so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. I hope y'all are staying safe and having a great year so far. I will see you in my next video. Bye.